2 briefings ago, I asked, where is Nancy Pelosi? Today, I can announce we have found Nancy Pelosi. As you can see, we found Nancy Pelosi going into her hair salon. We will be playing the video on loop for all of you to see during the duration of this introduction. Nancy Pelosi was not in the halls of Congress when I asked where she was. She was not working in good faith to make a deal for the American people. Nope, Nancy Pelosi was found in San Francisco at a hair salon where she was indoors, even though salons in California are not only open for outdoor service. Apparently, the rules do not apply to Speaker Nancy Pelosi. She wants small businesses to stay shut down, but only reopen for her convenience. Do as I say, not as I do, says Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi is holding up $1.3 trillion in relief for the American people while getting special access to the very kind of small businesses that this money would support, businesses like this hair salon. Before she skipped town to violate her state's health guidelines, Pelosi proposed a bill. It was called the HEROES Act, which contained no additional paycheck protection funding. This is funding that would help the very small business she has bizarrely accused of plotting against her. The president sees through Democrats' disregard for Americans in need, and he took action unilaterally in his own accord. He provided relief from evictions, he provided unemployment insurance, he paused student loan payments, and he cut the payroll tax, putting money in the American people's pockets. Congress also failed to authorize funding to provide children with free lunches for the 2020-2021 school year. And again, President Trump, with senior advisor Ivanka Trump, took action. And now USDA has extended a summer program which will ensure children continue to have access to free meals through the end of the year. Nancy Pelosi is demanding an apology from a single mother and small business owner who has received threats since Nancy Pelosi's comments against her salon. Salon owner Erica Kayas said this: "Since this happened, I've received nothing but hate text messages, death threats, saying they're going to burn down my hair salon. It's just sad that my community is pulling this, saying that I threw her under the bus when I did not. So that's hurtful. But yes, I think I'm pretty much done now." Nancy Pelosi, you ought to apologize to the American people. Or better yet, come back to Washington and get to work for hardworking Americans like this salon owner that you maligned and demanded an apology from.
Love this press briefing by Kayleigh McEnany. I was actually sitting in this press briefing. I was an assistant press secretary to her, and we decided to play this video on loop to be obnoxious about it and to show the liberal media their dereliction of duty in failing to report the hypocrisy of liberal Democrat politicians throughout the COVID pandemic, like Pelosi, who forced San Francisco into a lockdown, who was parading saying that Donald Trump was threatening the lives of American citizens by wanting to reopen our country and reopen our schools for our children. All the while she was rendezvousing in her local hair salon, getting a blowout. She definitely needs to spend time in the salon, but the fact that she was doing it maskless is just so infuriating, and the media, of course, didn't report on it, just like they don't report on the rules for thee but not for me attitude of the Democrat Party on every single issue, whether it is guns, right? They don't want us to have the right to protect ourselves, but they live in gated communities where there are protected security with firearms protecting them every moment of the day. They don't want us to have a border wall on our southern border, but they live in the halls of Congress that is protected by a very big wall. I've been there. I lived in D.C. I worked on Capitol Hill. It is one of the most protected buildings in this nation. They don't want us to have those same rights. The Democrats are a party of corrupt hypocrites, and Nancy Pelosi, man, she's at the top of the list.